top of the world, and now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for joining me again today. It's Ann Perry, and today's topic of discussion is, are you envious of another person's soul's journey? So what the heck has this got to do with numerology anyways? It has everything to do with numerology, and I'm going to tell you why. Recently, I've had an awful lot of people saying to me, you know what, Ann, I'm just so sick and tired of my neighbor having it all, or my friend, or my sister. They all seem to have everything that I want, and I just can't seem to get out of my own way. I can't seem to have good things coming to me. Why not me? You know, why are they all being so successful, and I'm still really struggling? So, you know, this has become somewhat of a common theme that I've been dealing with lately, so I thought we might take a moment just to discuss it. So when we look at the word envy, I think of James Van Prague's description. I love James Van Prague, as you may already know. But he says to be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. So basically, every time you're envious about someone else's path, you're denying your own, and you're unplugging yourself from understanding what is best for you. So things to consider. You have to remember when you're envious of somebody else, you have to remember that you wrote your unique soul's contract. You know, before you incarnated into this lifetime, you sat down with a group of spirit guides and you said, hey, you know what? I wasn't so good in this area or that area in my life, in my previous lifetime. So I want to come back so that I can improve upon these things that I didn't get in the previous lifetime. So maybe it's patience, maybe it's tolerance or forgiveness or empathy or all kinds of different things. But the fact is, your life purpose number or your life path number is based upon the lessons that you wanted to learn because you didn't get them in your previous lifetime. So you chose the various lessons, you chose the obstacles, maybe some limitations you wanted to work on in this lifetime. Give a lot of consideration to the challenges that you wanted to face this time around. So you might feel like life is happening to you. You might feel a little bit victimized. You might feel at a loss as to why things aren't going as well for you as they are for everybody else around you. But the fact is, you chose for your life to roll out the way that it's rolling out. And every choice that you make creates your reality. You hear me droning on about this all the time, but it's true. Every choice that you make creates the reality that you're living in right now. So you can change your reality by changing how you respond to what's happening to you. So life, as I said, is not happening to you, it's happening through you, and you chose the theme, if you will, as to how it rolls out. You also get the opportunity to choose how you're going to respond to how it rolls out. So you also chose your birth name vibration very strategically in an effort to support your challenges. So this comes in as the expression number. So all of the letters in your full birth name create an expression number, and the expression number is the talent that we bring forward. So in my case, my life path number is a 7. That's the spiritual teacher. But the life path number of the 7 causes me to want to meditate a lot and read books and stay home and be quiet and introspective and reflective, that sort of thing. That doesn't make me a particularly good teacher. What makes me a better teacher is the fact that I brought in the 5 expression number that supports my journey. That helps me to be more expressive, helps me to do YouTube and TV and radio or whatever it is I'm doing. So I don't have any fear of that. So that's the gift that I brought forward so I can get my message across. So really, to be jealous of another person's path in life, their lot in life, if you will, is really futile. If you try and copy or emulate that of another person, it's also a futile attempt. It's not going to work. Your soul's contract is your soul's contract. It's a very personal contract that you agreed to before you incarnated into this lifetime. You have to be reminded that you don't know another person's story. You have no idea what they've been going through. You know, I try to remember that anytime I encounter somebody who's kind of crotchety or whatever. You have no idea what drama's going on in their life, you know. Somebody who, you know, might have snapped at you at the grocery store or whatever. You have no idea what her life is like. You don't know what's going on in the scenes behind the scenes, so to speak. You don't know all of the challenges that they're facing. So everyone has lessons to learn, even if they aren't obvious to other people. Okay, so maybe you didn't have such a great relationship with your father. Okay, you have no idea maybe what life was like for him as a child, what he was put through as a child to cause him to react the way that he's reacting today. Okay, so to be jealous of the fact that maybe he had lots of money and whatnot, but he might have had a lot of pain and torture in his lifetime as well. So to be jealous of that is really an uninformed decision, isn't it? So we need to really focus on your personal lessons of choice. And I know that you've seen me talk a lot about life path numbers. For example, if somebody is a 31-4, okay, their life path number has added up to 31, so 3 and 1 equal 4. So the life path number is a 4, but the unique lessons to them, where the little hidden gems are, lie in the 3 and the 1. Those are those sub-lessons, right? So the 3 is learning how to be a little bit more sensitive and learn how to express themselves a little bit more easily. And the 1 is learning how to stand up on their own 2 feet, to be counted, to be seen, to be heard, to be original, to be authentic, to work on their own rather than being codependent, to become a little bit more independent. So when we look at those lessons, it's way more than just being the 4, which is the planner, right? So you want to really get familiar with what your personal lessons are. So don't be seduced by another person's journey. They've got lessons too, right? And if we don't know what their life path number is, we have no idea as to what specific lessons they're intended to be learning. Follow your own path. That's the only way through this jungle. I tell you, you got to follow your own path. To follow someone else's path is only going to lead you into disappointment and into failure because it's not your path and it doesn't fit, right? So you're never going to be feeling successful that you're really mastering this life if you try to follow in the footsteps of someone else. So get your lessons this time, because guess what? If you don't get your lessons this time, you're going to have to come back and do them again. And that's nobody's fun time. So that's it today. Just a short reminder, just a short message today to help to remind you that your life path number is going to reveal all kinds of juicy little bits and pieces of information for you that help you to understand how it is you're going to be the best life path number you can be. So I'd love it if we could stay in touch. My website is AnnPerryNumerologist.com, so you can check out my website there. I've got a video on there that's not available on YouTube. It's called Three Things Your Date of Birth Can Tell You About You. That's what it's going to tell you. And that's available on my website, so you can just click on it. It'll sign you up for the newsletter, which I only send out maybe once a month. And I've also got a very active Facebook page, so if you want to be a part of that, you can send me all kinds of messages there. Happy to answer them for you. I'm hoping that you're having a great day. I'm hoping that this message was timely for you and maybe give you something to think about. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care for now. Have a great day.